Phloxy Fables and the Incineration Toilets ecosystem. When there is more demand than supply, scarcity happens. Economics then kicks in and we put prices on things. Oh, I see. And look, we finally arrived at the hospital. Time to pick up my x-ray. Let's go. Welcome. How can I help you? I'd like to pick up my exam. Okay, there you go. How would you like to pay? I sold fertilizer the other day, so I will pay with my debit card. Wonderful! Have a nice day. You too. Oh, tell me, what is your secret? Oh, I'll tell you. I have an incineration toilet. It makes fertilizer and CO2, which is bought by plant farmers. CO2? But doesn't that contribute to global warming? Ah, the plants can absorb it. Worse than that is polluting our oceans and landfills with human waste. I can't even bathe in some beaches anymore because the water gives skin rashes and cancer. There are all these heavy metals, organic compounds, and human pathogens in the water. Mainstream sewage is a symptom of the linear economy, which makes supply ever scarcer and therefore more expensive. Linear economy? What does that have to do with sewage? Well, if sewage were part of a circular economy, the supply of soil would increase, which would make food ever cheaper. If there were enough food for everyone all the time, it would be free. Oh, okay. So you earn money from the incineration toilet, huh? Who do you sell the ashes to? You know what? I'll show you. I'll take you to the farmer who buys my goods. What do you think? Oh, I'd love to see. Okay then, let's go. Oh, hi. I see you didn't bring a bag of fertilizer today. I didn't. I brought a friend instead. Is there any chance you could give here a tour? Sure thing. Please come this way then. Oh, wow, so many plants. What species is it? It is lady palm or Rapis excelsa. Each one of these, if the math is accurate, makes 7.2 liters of oxygen per day. Oh, is that a lot? A person consumes 550, so 77 of these is enough to cover one person. They all fit in this floor, see? Oh, I see. How exciting. They are rooted in fertilizer made by a friend. Oh, okay. But what about the soil underneath this building? Couldn't you have used it instead? We did. Only the topsoil is relevantly fertile, and it is just 5 to 10 inches deep, which is 12.7 and 25.4 centimeters. So it fills up 2 to 3 floors. Oh, interesting. And are the other floors the same? Some are. And what are they used for? Well, some plants cover the incineration toilet's CO2 release. Others cover this building's carbon footprint over a few decades, and others cover your friend's electricity use at home, which still happens by burning coal. Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me all this. It seems my friend here has a pretty solid zero carbon credit score and footprint. That's amazing. Yes, I do. Maybe one day you'll join me. Who knows? Well, do you want to see a special floor we have? I'd love to. Okay, so this is our wildlife floor. It is still a bit modest, but it works. Oh, there's a bearded dragon, and a chameleon, and what's that? It's an iguana. Oh wow, they are so pretty. And oh, that chameleon's tongue just caught a fly. It did. This is a micro ecosystem with lizards, flies, potatoes, tomatoes, and fertilizer. Why lizards though? They are small enough to not feel trapped here, and their cold blood makes them eat less often than mammals. So this floor is enough to sustain them without external food. They are interesting, so photographers and biomimicry engineers often come here to look at them. Oh, like a zoo. Sort of. But isn't it more profitable to rent this place to people? How do these lizards pay rent? People already live in their own homes for free. They don't need to come compete with lizards. For free? I am missing out. What do you even mean? Well, people buy food, sell the fertilizer and CO2 they make to me, and then just buy food again. Are you for real? That just sounds impossible to me. Okay then, just hear me out. Okay? You buy a kilo of food for 10 yellow euros. Okay. Then you eat it, which transforms your 10 yellow euros into 10 magenta euros. Still 10 euros? How can that be? Doesn't the added value get lost because of the consumption? You lost yellow value by digesting, sure, but at the same time you also increased magenta value. Now let me finish. Oh, okay. Then your incineration toilet processes it, making fertilizer and CO2, which transforms your 10 magenta euros into 10 cyan euros. Okay, but what is the difference between poo and fertilizer in economics? Aren't they both byproducts of demand and consumption? The linear economy has two stations, while the circular economy has at least three. Each segment has the poles of supply and demand. To answer your question, there is consumption, distillation, and production. What is a byproduct from one sector can be supplied to another. So even though poo and fertilizer are both byproducts of consumption, fertilizer is closer to production than poo. The added value scale has three connections instead of just one, which allows for a better balance. Oh, okay. So coming back to the yellow, magenta and cyan money, what were you saying about the incineration toilets turning the magenta euros into cyan euros? Oh, right. Then my plants process the fertilizer, turning your 10 cyan euros into 10 yellow euros you can use to buy food again. So I always keep the same 10 euros? Yes. But then how do I earn money? By raising the supply of goods and services or helping people. So, because there is enough supply of air and food for everyone, thanks to the supply being replenished by the circular economy, food became a free public good and our poo isn't harming dolphins. Is that it? Yep. Cool. I'd like to see that more clearly sometime. Who knows, maybe in the future. It was so fun to see your building. Thank you very much for the tour. Oh, you are most welcome. And if you ever get an incineration toilet, feel free to sell your byproducts to me. The vases are not gonna replenish themselves alone. Sure thing. Can we be happy forever then? Well, economics is all about finding balances. If supply and demand don't ever exceed one another, we may be able to live for free. The circular economy can replenish the supply we need. We just need to figure out how to find enough balance to move forward. Let's figure it out together!